Hello people, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. I'm sorry, I look a little bit like a bear. I'm like really messy and everything because I'm like a fuzzy bear today because I'm a little bit half asleep. I feel like half drunk. I'm not drunk, I didn't drink. But it would be a worse thing though because I'm happy today. I'm just happy. I just reviewed this one. I just finished doing the Atlantis, the initial impression. Take a look at the baby. Take a look at the blue bottle, man. Absolute love. I reviewed it. Check out my enthusiasm in that video. You'd actually be surprised that Joy Amin is back. No, nowadays I'm not always back, but after a long time I had a good time reviewing that fragrance. But I want to talk about something else. I want to do a morning thoughts episode. I want to share with you something, just random things in life. I am very weird. I'm very unpredictable. And when I do these videos, I don't actually plan for them. I just suddenly feel like talking, I go. Right? Hopefully you're all doing good and you're in good place. You're happening and you're doing a thing. You are doing a thing, and you're just waiting for weekend to arrive, winter to arrive, So I hope you're looking for good things. Black Friday sale, that thing is coming. So I am not in a good place right now. I know I lost my Facebook account. My car is dead, like my battery is dead. I have to do work on it. A lot of expenses coming up. My payment is delayed. And I have like a lot of things that are happening which is not in my favor, So I'm just being honest with you, like I'm in a very low place, but still I'm feeling positive because I really feel there was a long time I was in a high, like a going up like this. I was just happy happening, spending a lot stuff and eating good food, going out, buying perfumes. But I knew, like, I asked like God, like, hey, this is happening for quite some time, isn't it? So something bad gonna happen, isn't it? And then boom, Facebook is gone. People started going after me and they're manipulative and all that. So I did share with I shared these with you guys, but I sort of like am past that, Screw Facebook. Screw people who are negative. What? They are not taking my life down, I'm still breathing, I'm still here, and I am still buying fragrances and it's making me happy. So let me share with you this happiness, I know this is not a very healthy thing that I'm going to tell you, but and perhaps it's not a right thing also to say, baby, because I'm a public figure. I should not confuse people or give bad advices, but I'll just share with you what's happening in my life. I'm not giving advices, okay? Time check is around 1:30 a.m. I'm wearing my Tiffany and I'm wearing blue, my favorite color. Just want to talk. When I go through bad phase, I live alone. I'm a lone wolf. There was a time, even last month, I was looking for love. I thought I met the girl of my dreams. Very young girl, very beautiful girl, and I'm never gonna tell her name because I respect her privacy. And I don't know what happened, what went down. I was like thinking she's my soulmate. I found that right combination, like so excited to look forward to meeting her and everything, but didn't work out. I share my life. Some of my friends said, don't share your life. But I'm like, yeah, how long I'm gonna live? At least leave. I want to tell my story. That's why I did all this work, So I was very happy and I was like very excited, but this didn't happen and it just went very weird and scary. But then, I was like, okay, fine. No more attempt to love, maybe I'm just went past that age, I'm 44. So, focus on things that matter, things you have to do. So I just watched this video earlier yesterday that said, don't do things, if you want to be happy and successful in life, don't do the things that you want to do. Do the things that you have to do, but you don't like to do. There is so much wisdom in there. I don't know where he got it from. I'm pretty sure it came from somewhere else, but it made so much sense. Like whatever in your life, priority. These are things you don't want to do. You don't want to study. You don't want to work. You don't want to staying back at work like late night and do extra work. None of you want to do that. None of you want to do the extra work, but you want to have extra good time. And I want to share with you something that I observed, and I think this is where we're going wrong. We're all in we're seeking happiness and all the time constant happiness. We're looking for happy times all the time. We want to have success all the time. We want to be always cheered up. We don't want to deal with the other side of this life. Like, let's say when there's a day, we love the day, but we don't want to deal with the night. But night is also beautiful. And I did share a status on my Facebook before it was gone. I said, it's the new Facebook. I wrote, there is light in darkness, okay? And there is darkness in light. I really thought about it before I posted it. You know what it means? Sometimes we see bad people and we think bad people are all the way bad and good people are all the way good. We have this idea built up in our head that We should worship people when they appear good, like, oh, this guy is like that ideal guy, he's like Keanu Reeves, okay, perfect guy, we should love everything about him, he's the perfect guy. No, man. In the end of the day, you see a lot of perfect people are not so perfect, and a lot of imperfect people who are, I talked about this, right, narcissists and stuff. You always blame criminals, but there are always some good sides about some people who are also not they're like the villains, but there are some good things about them. Maybe something went wrong in them. They in their lives, they lost someone, their love didn't work out, they didn't see appreciation. So there are a lot of reasons why people do, get lost, right? So what I'm trying to say, I'm coming back to that point where I was trying to remember or say that, like, people don't want to deal with sadness. People don't want to deal with bad times. They're always just thinking like good, success, money, spending, enjoying, partying. But some people are always going out every day in search of happiness. I've seen people, and they just want to escape reality. I embraced reality. When I'm sad, when I'm broken, when I'm broke, I cry. I don't cry like sit cry for hours. No, I just tell myself, sink in it, because you have gone through heartbreak. You have gone through, what's that? Okay, there was something. I thought it was a mosquito. No, I tell myself, you are in pain. Why are you trying to be happy? You don't force yourself. Be happy, be sad. You don't have sales. You have lost your Facebook profile. You have lost all the contacts, everything from your like last 2 decades, almost all the worth memories, all the albums. Let's say if they don't give back my Facebook profile, I'll lose everything. I have my cricket days, my university days, everything was there. My family, all the songs that I sang, all the shared, all the memes. It's literally like we lived a whole life in Facebook for last so many years, and then suddenly out of nowhere they just take it away from you. I should be sad, right? I was sad, and then people are after me, they're talking behind me, and they're trying to put conspiracy, try to take me down. I know they're going to do some more, try to hurt me. And I took myself, I have this ability, I take myself away from this whole situation. I just transport myself somewhere else. I'm like, it doesn't matter. I don't matter. If they harm me, if they take me down, if they hurt me, it doesn't matter. Who am I? I'm just here for 2 days. I'm going to go away. From there, I start healing, and I start getting stronger. I start building. This is the process. I feel, even though it's not like a constant process, I'm not always going to be good. Right now, I'm much better, even though I'm very sleepy. But I figured out one thing. You need to see what are your core strengths. You have to be very strong. You cannot let yourself be weak, crying, weeping for people, or rue the fact that someone backstabbed you, they left you, they broke your trust. There is no scope for that. People are not that important, okay? Anything in life is not that important. It's very simple. We are here. We are lucky to be born, lucky to be alive. A lot of people are not that lucky. Some of them are disabled. We are all okay. We can still breathe and see, got one more day. We're not 6 feet under, right? So what I'm trying to say is, don't take life too seriously. A lot of people take life too seriously. They chase that dream goal. I want to be the perfect. I want to be the best. I want to be like people who call me the best. It doesn't matter. At one point you'll see you achieve everything, but it will not matter. What will matter is your happiness, your inner peace, satisfaction. Like you do, let's say you see like a homeless mother with her child, right? And you give them some money, and they're eating the food together with their little pet, and they're just like giving you blessings, and you just sit there quietly and you just smile. Remember the movie Shawshank Redemption? My favorite movie. And this particular bit where they're all in the prison and they're just putting tar on the rooftop, and then this guy, the hero goes up to the warden, and then he goes like, I can help you with, winning some money, something that's seen, right? And then he said, my only condition is you have to buy my friends like cold beers, like cold ones. And they were just all having it, and then they brought him, like Dufresne, right? Yeah, so they brought him. What's his name? Tim? Oh man, I forget the names nowadays, but he's such a great actor. So they brought him the beer, and he was sitting in the corner. He's like, no. And he's just looking at his friends enjoying that cold beer in prison, and he just had this smile, Back in the days, man, movies were made so elegantly, so sophisticated, and the brain behind them, the direction, the story, everything great. So I'm saying you need that. You need real happiness. You do not need fake happiness like sugar. You do not need fake happiness like love. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these days, love is like such a concept. It doesn't exist. I'm sorry to say, at this age, it doesn't exist. If people are in love, they are really in love. Keep it secret. Keep it within yourself. Don't let people know, they'll ruin it. Even if your family, don't let especially know your family, they will ruin it first, okay? And then other people, they're always jealous, they're always like hating you, they always think like you are just a lucky guy. Don't let people ruin your happiness, okay? If you are happy, if you are successful, just keep it within you, okay? And share with not anybody, right? Love quietly, enjoy quietly, everything quietly, right? So the point that I am trying to raise is, I have found this way, and I just realized something about me, okay? This is a confession. I tell often like I'm not a good guy, right? I have some darkness in me, and I don't share what my darkness are, apart from some things that I have the devil thing that in me, that sometimes I feel angry, I feel evil. But outside that, I have extreme strength at this moment that I don't depend on people no more. And I find it very dark. You know, it's a very weird thing to say, but many people would understand if they're in that place, like they are somewhere, they're top of the mountain, they don't have any family, nobody, just have his little home, and he's self-sufficient. He has food, everything. He doesn't need any people to make him happy. Doesn't even need a cat, okay? I am at that stage, you know, going through so much stuff, you know, like being betrayed so many times. It's like literally, it feels like I am old, you know, I am old, I'm unwell, but I reached a place, no one can take away my mental peace for very long. No one can leave or manipulate me so that I'll be broken for them, I'll chase them. I don't chase people. I don't chase anybody. If you want to leave, just walk away. If you meant to stay, I'm going to be 100% honest and dedicated. I'll give you my life, but I'm not going to chase you. I'm not going to play hide and seek. I'm not going to play cold and hot, you know. These things really, you know, when you're confused, they kill you so bad inside. You know, it's just so important for people who are OCDs or ADHD. You need clarity. You need to know like someone's there. You know, if you want to call them at 3 a.m., they're going to pick up. And if they say, if you tell them like, I need you, I mean, you know, my house is on fire or something, they'll run to you, okay? You need that sort of committed people. If you don't have it, just give up, okay? Do not chase too hard. Focus on the things that you have to do. And I decided this is my thing. I like to work, and this is where I have to stay disciplined. I have to work out every day. I have to take my lemon water every day. I have to take my vitamins. I have to walk, you know. I have to do my work. I have to do my videos. This is my little life, and people can make fun of me, laugh, you know, like he's a loser, everything, and he doesn't do. Yeah, I'm a loser, sits at home, makes money, and I spend. I buy fragrances that I really want to buy. I buy watches, I buy whatever. That's all that makes me happy. You know, I don't need more than that. I don't have a huge goal that I have to be multi-billionaire someday. I don't want to be. I just want to make sure my everything, that little priorities that I have, they are taken care of. And the rest of it, everything is going to fall into places, right? So that's how I become happy. And these fragrances, what I do this fragrances game for. Sometimes I used to tell myself that maybe I lost passion, you know, like a lot of reviewers are commercial. I'm not commercial. I don't work with companies. You don't see me like bringing like today's video is going to be sponsored. I'm going to talk about this. It's like proper suit and stuff. And then this is the best perfume they release and everything. It's all PR. It's paid. A lot of reviewers are doing it. Most of them, they're doing it, apart from few who are original, who has the passion. So I fall, I don't know where. I am not a paid reviewer. No one pays me. You know, sadly in Bangladesh, no one wants to sponsor me at all. And I don't feel sadness. I can afford fragrances, right? And I buy my perfumes. I have a Decant page. I have these. So somewhat, you know, even though it's going through difficult times, I still manage okay, you know, I manage okay. So the happiness is, I know what my limitations are. And I know what I have or what I don't have. And when I know this, I am absolutely okay. I can have day in, day out, 30 days the same. I don't get bored. I don't need to do something revolutionary, okay? But I have some positive people in my life who are really important to me. They are not perfect people also. They are sometimes very young. Sometimes they're very confused, lost. But I really appreciate their talent. I really appreciate their clarity. I appreciate their honesty, their care. You know, when they ask you, are you okay? And they're like, you know, you're going to be okay. And someone would post on my behalf on Facebook and everything. These are the things, you know, like I really feel that not everybody is so bad. It's just that you don't look for love everywhere. You know, you look for what you can have from a person maximum, and that's like, it's your blessing, okay? Not everybody is going to be in your life for long, okay, or for good, right? So you have to accept it, right? So, yep, I accepted it. And I was talking to my ex earlier today. Not this ex. This ex I don't talk. We are done. I'm never going to speak to her ever again. But my ex from Malaysia. And she knocked me a few days back. We are friends again now, and we just share a lot, you know. That's it, just strictly friends. It's not a bad idea. But, you know, we both have some stories to share, what we missed out in last 6, 7, 8 years. I never talked to any other girls in last 8 years when I was with my last ex, who sort of cheated on me. So weird, you know. you save yourself and you protect yourself from other girls, and just to find out after 8 years like someone cheated on you, it's just sheer waste of time. It's just, I just laugh, how silly this is. But anyway, she told me like, you have changed a lot and stuff, like you are no longer the guy. I'm like, I'm no longer young, and when you reach that age, your priorities, your thinking change. You think of next life, after life, or you think of like, life is ending here, so what have I done in the past? Did I do so many bad things? What did I achieve? So you ponder upon. But I just sort of like, in this game, lucky for me that I'm single, I'm not married, I can do this day in day out. A lot of people, young kids, they like me because I am single, okay? Frankly speaking, if I was with my wife, she's gonna be right there like, hey, come back to bed, it's too late, what are you talking about, just turn on, switch off the lights. Married couples, man, they are very patient, man. I don't have the patience for marriage, okay? I don't think I ever was, okay? I am always meant to do what I really am excited to do, right? So I think I'm on the right track. Whatever I'm following my passion, at least I'm not doing anything. My work, my passion, my hobby, everything is, in accordance, it's like cohesive, okay? So I'm happy with my work, Man, that Atlantis is so good. Amazing perfume, okay? This is what is big happiness, right? So I'm telling you one last thing before I finish, is that this happiness is like, sometimes like sugar, sometimes like maple syrup, sometimes like honey, okay? Different form. And not always sweet things are good. Sweet things that keep you, okay for a while. When you are diabetic, you have like less sugar, you feel like drowsy, you put some sugar in your mouth, some juice, suddenly there's a blast, in your brain, like you're happy, and you feel like you're okay. But for the time being only, right? Not for long. So we do have conditions. Maybe I'm having that multiple personality disorder sometimes. Maybe I'll have like split personality. Maybe I'll have OCDs and stuff like that. And I'll start having memory loss because of my condition. But until those time, if I'm still sane, I'll just want to keep working. This is my dream, okay? I have done my 5,000 videos. I have got my silver play button. I got my 100,000. I got the love. I got featured in Bangladesh in a big channel. All the things that I ever wanted, all the perfumes I want to review, I almost am done, right? So whatever I'm doing now is like one more day at a time, as it comes. So I'll tell you one thing, to be okay, there's no perfect formula in this world. Just make sure you do not do few mistakes, like depending on people. Do not depend your life on people, okay? Like you trust them, like them, love them so much that when they leave, they take everything from you. You are so selfless and they're so selfish. And then you just don't see it and you can accept it later, it's a big thing. Second thing is, do not trust people more than you trust yourself. Sometimes it backfires. I have lost so many friends, so-called friends and everything, and I thought they are in my life, they come here, talk to me, but they actually came to spy on me or just get information. I thought of them, I treated them like best friends. Don't do that. Don't trust people too quickly. Third thing is, don't get attached to things. Just try to be less attached. When you lose something, you will actually be able to, your heart has to be exercised, or how do I say, like used to heartache. If you're not used to heartache, man, when it comes and hits you, it's like huge. I am ready for a lot of tragedies. I know in my head I'm going to lose more people, I'm going to lose my parents, I know all these things, but I'm still not ready for it. Nobody can be. But I tell myself nothing is permanent. If let's say I'm sitting in this room, I have AC all the time, I have money to buy perfumes, food, everything, I can buy new clothes. Maybe all my life I won't be this lucky, right? So I don't take anything for granted, right? And there was a time I used to think like I'm gonna take revenge on people, when they go after me. I sort of chilled out right now, okay? So I know I get upset sometimes when people misbehave with me, but end of the day I say like, no man, it's okay. I have got so much more going on than I don't have, So have that outlook in life, do not have expectation. Go be a go-getter. Don't expect people to do it for you. Don't expect people to offer you a job. Go get that job. Go get your dream job. If you want to be a perfumer, be a perfumer, do whatever it takes, whatever means. No one's going to come and offer you like, hey, offer you a scholarship? No one's going to, imagine, you assume, no one's going to give you a scholarship. You have to get it done on your own merit, on your hard work. Hard work is something that everybody can do. Natural talent, not everybody has, okay? But hard work, if you do hard work, sooner or later, you're bound to be successful, whatever you wanted, and you're gonna achieve so much more, okay? So these are things I really feel like inspired to share with you today. I am half sleepy and everything, but I don't know, man. I'm just doing the line of work that I really wanted, and sometimes I lost passion, but I think, staying away from social media sort of like doing something to me, Okay, so anyway, I'll update you tomorrow. If I can do a nice video, I'll share with you something new perhaps tomorrow, if that happens. Okay, no promise. Everybody have a nice day. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.